Hi, welcome to Carna4 Handcrafted Pet Foods, a family-owned and family-operated Canadian company. Hi, I'm Maria Ringo. This is my husband, Dave Stobel, and together we're Carna4. Dave and I have both worked in the pet food industry for many, many years. I started a commercial raw food business way back in the 1980s, which was one of the first in North America. And for 22 years, Dave was formulating private label brands for a retail chain. Together, we created Carna4, the next generation of 100% whole food synthetic-free diets for dogs and cats, right here in Canada. We believe that whole natural foods is best for your pets. When you can't feed raw or you can't do home cooked, that's why there's Carna4.
Carna4 is not a kibble. It's a nugget of dehydrated 100% whole foods. We mix all of the whole foods together and then we quickly bake it for only about 4 minutes, just long enough to kill the pathogens. And then we air dry it. It's gentle enough that we can keep the probiotics alive and the enzymes and the antioxidants so that they're still there for the health and wellness of your pet. And we don't have to add any synthetic vitamins or minerals to the mixture. It's just 100% whole foods that have been minimally processed.
Carna4 is mostly meat, plus vegetables and fruits, and our sprouted seed mix added in.
Seeds are the building blocks of life, with enough stored up nutrition to grow into a great big plant. But all of those nutrients need to be unlocked through the germination or sprouting process. 10 years ago, we worked with a team of food scientists to develop a blend of sprouted seeds that had a matrix of vitamins, minerals, probiotics, enzymes that were all important for the health and wellness of dogs and cats.
And horses, Dave. Don't forget the horses. Yep. Native probiotics that actually come from food are hardy as heck, which means when they meet the heat and acidity of the gut, they don't die. So the native probiotics that naturally come from the sprouted seed mix in all of our products, especially our Flora 4 ground sprouted seed mix, we put that in everything. But those probiotics actually make it to seed the gut of your animal. Dogs, cats, horses, gerbils, all mammals, and humans too. We put this in our smoothie every morning.
The digestion happens way better. Their stools have better quality. They're able to absorb the nutrients better. And all of that leads to better health in your dog and cat.
Fantastic for itchy dogs, yeasty ears, skin and coat issues, bad breath. So
allergy symptoms.
Licking of the paws. We get a lot of customers that tell us that that's improved. It's not rocket science. It's Carna4. It's just whole natural foods, minimally processed, ground sprouted seeds, native probiotics. That's what does it.
We don't leave it up to the bakery to buy the ingredients for us because we want to make sure that the quality of the ingredients and the cleanliness and the safety meet the standards that we set at the outset. 100% of the ingredients in Carna4 come from Canada and the United States. Not just sourced here, but grown in the ground or swimming off the shores of northeastern Canada.
So Dave, can you tell these folks about the safety procedures that we do? Because they're quite extensive and very expensive.
Sure. Every batch of Carna4 that we make is tested for 15 different pathogens and toxins. During production, we take little samples all the way through, and we send those samples off to a third-party lab while we quarantine that whole production run. And the lab tests for Salmonella, E. coli, aflatoxins, Listeria. If you're worried about mercury in our salmon, well, we test for mercury. We test for arsenic and other heavy metals. And nothing goes out of the plant until it gets the clean bill of health.
We started out with our original chicken. We have a chicken formula. The first several ingredients are chicken, chicken liver, eggs,
sprouted seeds,
and our ground sprouted seeds. We have both cat and dog in this chicken formula.
And you know this little bag here,
oh yeah,
that will feed a 50-pound dog for a week because it's very concentrated. Typically, you use about 25% less Carna4 than you would ordinary kibble.
It's very metabolizable in the body, so the dog and cat will get much more nutrition from less food.
Now this one isn't grain-free.
Right, this has got whole brown rice in it, and same with the cat, Dave?
No, the cat
That's
is
grain-free?
grain-free.
Yeah.
Cat is grain-free. But it's a minor ingredient, but that little bit of whole brown rice provides healthy fiber and good minerals for the dog.
Actually, you know what, Dave? This might be a good spot for DCM. Let me just talk about DCM really quickly. Is that a good idea?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Anybody who is concerned about dilated cardiomyopathy, it's been in the news a lot lately. Really, the issue is about making sure you feed enough taurine.
It's not so much about grain or grain-free. It's about what are the main ingredients in the food. Are they mainly meat, or are they mainly
meat substitutes like pea protein or other legumes? The problem is the grain-free pet foods that didn't use enough meat. They substituted that meat for other things, which dogs and cats need a ton of meat.
And the meat is a source of taurine, especially organ meat, fish. If you don't have enough meat in the food, you're going to have a deficiency in taurine, and they think now that that is one of the primary things that's leading to DCM.
We haven't had any problems with DCM. We have a lot of folks calling us up saying my vet's actually comfortable feeding Carna4. So I just wanted to put that out there because it is a hot topic of conversation.
Yeah. And really, if you want to avoid DCM, this is exactly the kind of food that you want to be feeding. Because if you look at the ingredient list in Carna4, 4 of the top 5 ingredients are fresh meat or eggs. And the 5th is organic sprouted seeds.
Right, full of taurine, full of meat.
And then there's our best-selling food,
which is
our duck dog food in the green accented package.
This is our most popular formula. Hugely palatable. A lot of people like feeding duck for some reason. It is grain-free.
Great for just itchy dogs. Who doesn't have an itchy
You're itching
dog?
yourself like you're a dog. Are you a dog? 3 pound, 6 pound, 13 pound, 23 pound bags of those.
This is the 6-pound bag, and that will last a 50-pound dog for 2 weeks. So it's really quite economical when you look at it.
So this one, the fish formula, is a smaller nugget. We decided, we got a lot of feedback from folks with small dogs, older dogs.
The little 5-pound chihuahuas were having difficulty eating the harder nuggets.
The bigger ones, yeah.
The chicken and the duck formula. The bigger dogs like the crunchiness of the bigger nuggets, but we wanted something for the little dogs.
And the older dogs. We have some dogs with no teeth that like to eat this.
So we created a little bit of a softer, smaller nugget that absorbs water better and made it into our fish formula that has herring, perch, salmon, and of course our sprouted seeds.
We also have a fish formula in our cat food. Again, smaller nuggets.
We talked earlier about sprouted seeds, which are a great source of natural probiotics. Well, this little packet of Flora4 is the best diarrhea remedy that you can find.
Better than pumpkin because it's got more than just the fiber.
And it's got the probiotics. That little packet, only about 1.5 ounces, has about 1 billion units of live probiotics.
This is fabulous to have on the counter for the lady that comes in, her dog's got diarrhea or the dog's been itching and scratching, she doesn't know what to do. It doesn't matter what food you're feeding, Flora4 will go on top of it. It's a powder. You just sprinkle it into any food. If it's wet food, it mixes right in. If it's dry food, just moisten it with a little bit of goat's milk or a little bit of water.
It's got so many uses. You can use it for an immediate diarrhea remedy. It's great for transitioning. If you're switching from one food to another food, you sprinkle this onto the mixture of the old food and the new food, and you do that for the first 4 or 5 days, and you'll make sure that your dog doesn't get transition diarrhea.
Because you're seeding the gut with beneficial bacteria with those billions of CFUs of native probiotics. We sell a lot of Flora4 to hotel owners, dog hotel owners, groomers, people whose business it is to have dogs in a strange place overnight for a while, kennels. We sell a lot to kennels. That's when a dog will get nervous, will get itchy, will get the runs, bark all night. We can't do anything about the barking all night. However, we can do something about the diarrhea. And that's what Flora4 is all about.
They're good for cat hairballs as well.
Yes, that's true.
Flora 4 also comes in a larger package for everyday feeding. We originally created Flora 4 for the raw feeder because this blend of sprouted seeds that we have has the complete array of vitamins and minerals that dogs and cats need. So you can take Flora 4 and just add it to the raw meat that you're serving. Some muscle meat, organ meat, maybe a little bone, and then Flora 4, and that makes a complete diet. So it makes raw feeding really easy.
You know what we haven't talked about yet, Dave, is the Carna4 biscuits.
These are a really yummy snack and nutritional supplement all in one. They're just made from our sprouted organic seeds, chicken liver, a little bit of ground fava bean, a little bit of sweet potato, and that's it.
It's just the 4 ingredients, right?
That's right. That's right. And they have huge amounts of natural nutrients, probiotics, enzymes, antioxidants in a really yummy form that your dog will love. All of our products have a shelf life of 24 months after manufacturing, whether the bag has been opened or not.
How come?
Well, it's the sprouted seeds. After germination or sprouting, the antioxidants can multiply by up to 10,000 times in the first 24 hours, providing more than enough antioxidants to preserve any of our foods. If you look at the ingredient list of ordinary pet foods, you'll see preservatives. They might call them vitamin E or natural mixed tocopherols, but they're all made in a factory somewhere. You won't see those on our packages. What you'll see is just our ground organic sprouted seeds that are chock full of natural antioxidants.
That's what makes the bags look vacuum packed, right?
Right, it's the probiotics
that are eating the
sprouted,
oxygen out of the bag.
It's got live probiotics in them, and they eat the oxygen and they make it look like it's vacuum packed. That's our proof that what you have in the bag is live.
Carna4 is a perfect, convenient alternative to raw or home cooked.
You can come visit us as well at carna4.com.
See you next time.